with smoke.
Well, in some ways it is, because it is Inferno.
Oh, that's good. That's why you're the best. Self-proclaimed best.
Yeah. If Thorin was my alter ego, which could be possible, let's be honest. I'm kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And kind of, you know, I won't go further with that one. But I think it's an interesting point that Big has, built this team over the course of 2017 and built it very much with the goal of making it to this major. And here they are. They've achieved that goal. They are definitely tactical, and they knew the draw, much like we said about Penta, coming into this week in advance, week and a half in advance, and could prepare. So I expect Gobby's going to have something, especially where they said they knew the veto.
I'm not as excited as I was about the first game. I actually thought Penta had a better chance of beating SK than Big do of FaZe. Sure, FaZe looked really poor at Cologne. I have to say, they went from the 5th round right of the Swiss system. They had some abysmal games, but they've been boot camping since then. They've been practicing, realizing what the errors. I think like he'll get shut down here.
It is. Have I told you this, Henry? A momentum-based map of all the maps. Did I mention that before?
A couple of times, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to mention it again. So there is a chance that they could get something rolling on the T side. I don't think we'll have a dramatic match quite like the last one. That one was a bit of an anomaly. Wow. A blip for SK if they want to look at it that way. But it is going to be FaZe starting out CT side, and I do tend to echo your sentiments, especially with the aggression that FaZe likes to play with, especially with the no-respect style that Nico and Alu will get into if the AWP is hitting and Nico's on form.
How technical is this pistol going to be? We have 2 Molotovs, 2 smokes, flashbangs, decoys, no upgraded pistols. We know this team likes to be tactical. They have great smoke execution, especially on this map, so we'll see what they can bring to the table here. Early apartments control coming in. Tabson, the MVP, the star, if you like, for big. And we'll see whether he can step up here. They are not going to have any sort of banana control whatsoever. This means they have to go quickly towards B, or A, I should say. Alu will be patrolling towards top of Arch, trying to find his first pick. Like we said, aggressive playstyle here. Smokes deployed. That'll take him out of the equation. And they'll be presumably committing towards the quad side.
Shots through the smoke from Alu. Quad side they go. And so not a B hit like you normally see on pistols. Rush in, Rain's ready for one, but down by Tabson. And next quick wraparound. Bomb's going to be picked up, and then Lakia goes fighting to catch off the rotations. A good pickup as well. It puts them a man ahead with the bomb down. Kit picked up for Alu. He has a smoke as well. Keep that in mind. Next is inside of the site, so the smoke might be tough to work with, but the shots are not. Nico, Tabson, they each one to go down with the other. It's Dex inside of the site, caught off as Nico wraps in from Library. Good timing on the wrap as Alu gets in position with the AWP. The kit. It's not quite the AWP.
It's coming, eventually.
Sooner or later.
So you have to say, big, perfect execution. That's pretty much a perfect example as to how we've described this team. Big. Great at the tactics, good map control there. The default was great, held up for a while, smokes down. One towards the left-hand side, blocking off Arch. One towards Library as well. Best smokes, I think, on a pistol round you can possibly have. Map control, aplenty. Kills coming in. But coming up against Nico and Alu there, and the retake, just couldn't hit the shot required. Sure, they're up against the USPs, but started to crumble a little bit there, and that's a big round for FaZe to pick up. Bomb going down means Big will be purchasing in the third round the AK-47s, get some PT-50s and a Deagle for next here. One smoke to work with in the back pocket of Lagia. That 1D does not land just yet. We'll have a look at the buy for FaZe as well. Preparing for the AKs in the third. You can see 3 rifles coming out. Kishima on the Mag 7 and Karrigan on the MP7. A weapon we're seeing more and more of since the nerf of the UMP. This should be quite a clean-cut affair. If Big gets the bomb down, that's a victory within itself. So keep your eye on that as we enter the 1-20 mark. Nothing really given away just yet. Trying to bait out some CT utility. Got to give too much away for now. They have got some apartments control. See one player over towards B. That's Kiev. The Opera the side as he just shows some presence. His teammates will be getting ready to presumably go towards quad and try and get some refrags in their favor.
Tabson peeks his head out from Boiler. Smoke still down top mid, so he's covered off partially to his left side at the arch angle. His little booties, as you would say, would have been showing.
Indeed.
But not much more. You would say that. They go passive as well on the FaZe side. They don't need to confront the pistols too close and away from the site to give up guns. At least if they play passive, they do wrap around and get a few kills. The guns are not necessarily attainable.
Yeah, all towards middle, 5 players. Aim for the best. Hopefully Tabson can find that first shot. Time to get away now. They might actually experiment towards Arch, but here we go. Final play coming in.
Good execution from Rain. Follows up. Lagia, same thing. Chicken in the corner gives away the position for Keo, but no one's walking in that direction. They go through the zone. They try and wrap around instead. Great transfer from Alu. He gets 2. Rain stole the 1 just before, but it's 2-0 for FaZe.
Yeah, just one of those annoying rounds for Big, just hoping a CT player would make a mistake and get a little bit impatient there. Wait until the very last second. Can be frustrating to play against, but Big don't manage to pick up a single kill or get the bomb down, of course. So, round number 3. This is the round we've been waiting for. This will be the purchase into the game. Considering they've got the bomb down and the pistol, they will have 3 rifles here, 2 of which are AKs. A galore for God B, and 2 players in UMPs as well. This will give them a bit more utility to work with. They've got some great tactics here. One of my favourites is when they smoke in front of the B site itself, like towards the fountain, and first oranges go through CT spawn. That's quite a creative, nice idea. We saw a lot in the source, but not so much in CSGO, so watch out for that. Going to round number 3 here. No orbs for either side, of course. FaZe, I guess you can class as a bonus round. The fact they've got Mag 7s and MP7s, and they know they're up against the rifles this round, but a couple of SMGs in there for Big as well, so it's pretty equal in terms of firepower. 5 players once again in second middle, and lining up smokes from what I can see. Nothing towards B whatsoever. Next is watching for anyone flanking behind. Makes all the sense. Smoke's deployed. Alu once again taken out of the equation. Nice deep smoke. I mean, he can't be boosted over or do anything like that.
And I suspect Kerrigan, being low in banana already, throwing a nade through the smoke to push anyone back, as well as the smoke that was deep itself, is going to want to start pushing out. Nico's staying with him, but as soon as they get any further information on A that there's a chance they're not watching bottom mid, Kerrigan will go for the flank. Molotov goes inside of the door, collects some decent damage as well. Tabson's down to 30 and Kiev tagged on to 71.
Yeah, they got much more value for that incendiary than they bargained for, I think.
Bounce the smoke, not quite. That's going to go over to the arch instead. Rain's waiting. Alu covered off on the cross. Good find from Rain. No one to follow out immediately. No trade. And as they follow up, it's a massive amount of damage through the smoke. Alu gets 2 more. Next goes back for the bomb, and there's Kerrigan on the flank, as expected. MP7 in hand, and he finds the kill.
Very slow, methodical CS from Big so far, but can't really find anything towards the latter stages. They got the map control, they're in towards Boiler, but took way too much damage from that incendiary at the start. I'm not really sure what happened there, whether they're hoping for a CT to run around the corner and get a pick, but down to 30 HP, that's a star player, Tabson, and at that point, Rain could hear that damage coming in, playing at the quad position as well. Watches them come out, times it to perfection, finds the first couple of frags as well, sets up the alley-oop for Ali to spray them down through the smoke. A ton of damage done with that Famous Ali with the cleanup. So 3-0, force by not really working out for Big whatsoever. It goes round number 4. Pistols, Deagles, they'll have off-stage loss bonus after this one with 2k per player. That should be enough to buy into. Ali might go down here, pulling the back up, there it is, quickly takes him down, but Rain, the beast of FaZe, manages to get the frag in return. He's able to commit through with the fire play there, but Kirishima finds him.
Flames in a single bullet. Do the trick. Tabson on 30 has the M4 picked up. No armor and 30 HP though. He sits atop mid, no one can flank out. If they don't get to the site, he may just look to save that gun, hence he goes back inside of the boiler doorway. Which Kerrigan's timing as well. Tabson, excuse me, is caught out entirely. It was Nex that was going back into the boiler, so he gets downed already. Gun's still at the corner. Nex not facing it yet, wants to try and take the fight. Keith gets one on the Deagle, and that's all they get as Kirishima puts him down, and they keep 3 rifles up.
Yeah, but this is when the AWP comes out, and we did say Alu, one of the absolute best AWPers on CT side of Inferno we have. FaZe experimented for a while with the double AWP setup. They had Nico towards B and Alu with the AWP in the middle as well, but I wasn't a fan of it. Sure, they won an event with that setup. Like, it was very touch and go there. You'd feel like that was the reason they were crumbling, and in fact the game got so close is because the B side looks quite weak. I don't think they'll be falling back to that again unless required. Alu's more than capable of AWPing it solo on this side of the map, but no AWP for Kiev yet. Down to the rifle. We'll see what he can do, but Ali looking towards T-steps. Not fully committing just yet, thinking about it. Let's watch his second middle now. Definitely a player to watch in this first half. Round number 5. As this time, we do have some banana presence from Big. First, and they've really tried to get to the side of the map, apart from the pistol with the rush, but we'll see what happens there next. Top for B. Molotov's coming in as well, just trying to get map control. It's all very good so far. This has been great. This part of the game is where Big excels at. Getting map control, utilizing the nades correctly, and having a game plan in terms of the round outcome.
Smoke! Throw in smoke.
Alu and Nico waiting will get smoked off. At least Alu will. He hasn't put one out toward coffins yet, and Nico's going to play new box. They don't follow up immediately on the smoke, so aforementioned lack of smoke toward coffins means the rotation's able to come in. Looks like they will throw in late, but Alu's not going to be in front of it. They'll go around instead inside of the site. They're actually going to smoke on the default plant spot, so watch for them to rush through and try and get the bomb down. Like, he is the last in. Full wall and a wrap back through, potentially on Ruins. We know Gobby has tactics. A single smoke to isolate, which puts Gobby into position. Tabson finding Nico in the site as well means Alu with 14 can't do anything of it. So clever indeed. Full wall, front sight, wrap right, and a deep smoke to get the position in Ruins early. All they have to focus on is the entry kills at that point.
That's a tactic I was calling out at the start of the game. It's really cool. No one else at the top tier of the scene is actually doing that tactic right now. It's actually quite smart when you think about it. It eradicates the risk of the boosted player in CT spawn because he hasn't got a smoke to protect him anymore. So that smoke that goes in deep, they can concentrate on him, flash it, go towards Ruins, and pin to the bomb side. It's really stifling for a CT side, and that's one of my favorite strategies that Big brings to the table. And that's how they win rounds, is these kind of avant-garde strategies that no one else really does. So 4-on-2 and Kirishima trying to find some exit frags here. That T-steps flashed off fully. They're not giving anything away here, Big. Nice round for them to post the first on the scoreboard and actually take down Kiyama as well. Let's go to find the frag, and 4 players surviving as well. Doesn't get much better than that in terms of set piece strategies that work perfectly. Nika gets 1 frag, that's it. Shuts them down, still plenty of money to work with here, but really nice play from Big Gen.
And it goes back to you know, theories that some people just mimic other teams and don't do the research themselves. Maybe some are lazier than others, are not innovative enough. But God be, if it's true what they said, you know, we talk about CS, you know, 6 hours a day. Even when they went to the movie, they were talking about it. You can see why. He's theorizing everything. He knows what he wants to achieve, and he just sits and looks and goes, how can I achieve that?
Such a cool strat. Perfectly kind of played out there in the replay. But here we go. Round number 6, still the orb for Alu. This time towards top of the middle. This is a much faster play than Big. Changing the pace straight away. Alu has to fall back and hold a different line at the arc. Can't hit a shot just yet. Surely be taken down here.
Absolutely nothing he could do. Watch the rotation. They nearly get shots back to Taxton, who realizes it as Nex engages. They can't afford to put too much time shooting backwards through the arch because they have to get to the site, now open as well. As Nex will bring the bomb in. Legia's already cleared the pit.
Saving already.
Yep, I think they have to because they lost all but one in the last rounds.
That's such a sick call from Big. The fact of the matter is they've actually been so slow, so methodical so far, getting really patient map control, deploying the smokes and Molotovs, pushing those CTs back slowly but surely. But this time, we just won a round. Let's completely reset them. Let's just work out where we can just get up towards middle. Let's get up really quickly, just as they're adjusting to what we're doing. Straight up towards middle. Smokes in R. Smoke towards library as well. Stick is a 5-man unit. Alu just didn't see it coming as well. 1 flashbang. A little bit discombobulated. Fell back towards the arch. Didn't have time to get back there. Orb dropped. Had no impact whatsoever. We said he was a dangerous factor for FaZe, but so far hasn't really had much impact on the AWP. Clean round for Big once again. If you're keeping all 5 players alive and FaZe has had to back out, you've called the perfect strategy at that point. Got B's done it again. Nico Carroll get a Kiyashima also on the B side of the map, and now they're looking a bit rattled. So, money's starting to build for the Big side. FaZe will be able to buy into this one, but FaZe didn't see that one coming. That's a really nice adjustment for Big, just dictating the pace of the game.
That is absolutely a great call.
Yeah, really cool stuff.
Especially where, like you said, they've gone so slow. FaZe gets beat by Tactics. They're going to expect more. Alu missed some key shots, undoubtedly. 2 to be exact. Rain's going to go aggressive top mid. Pistols. Not yet going to be the call because they got enough for this round, but Rain spotting down. Gets a nade deep. They're trying to do damage early. Doesn't catch anyone and nearly gets shot off. So Alu has to back up. AWP still in hand. Watch the Molotov. Ooh, gonna be down to 21. So this is the slower play again. 3-man stack on Banana as well, which they clearly want control of. Keev's gonna flash high and try and push them back. They'll rotate off Kiyashima, or start to, but as soon as that flash comes through, he stops and stays close to the action.
Throw in smoke.
Well, everything gets a little bit quiet now. Bomb still down in T-Stead. You see Nex and Kiev looking for any aggression from the CT side. Nico, a Banana by himself. The call's been made by FaZe. 4 players on the A side. Nico, one of the strongest aimers we have in the game, will be patrolling the B side towards Banana to be exact. And that's where they could end up as well. He has a lot of pressure on his shoulders, considering the bomb still down in T-spawn as well. Suggests they will finish up a B. Nico deploys his final smoke, his last bit of utility to hold this B side, but that buys them enough time there. That's going to make things uncomfortable for the T's, considering they're 30 seconds. I could, in fact, funnel them towards the A side of the map. I think, indeed, it has.
Shot Legia catches off Kerrigan. That'll pull it back ever so slightly. 23 seconds, however, and they're backing off toward B. Nico's going to burrow himself in the site. That's going to make time a factor. If he stays aggressive and they get the early kill, he might be able to, they might be able to rush down the site. Where he goes back inside of it, now he rotates over. This is pressure on. It's a bit of a tight choke point, a pressure cooker even, but Nex finding the quick kill, quick enough on Nico means they'll hold off Alu, missing yet another key shot, and they take control of the site with a bomb that goes down with only 4 seconds to spare. A man advantage as well, and Nex takes Kiyashima as soon as he arrives. Not expecting the AWP to fire through ruins. It's all down to Rain. No saving this time. They'll be on the save no matter what. So with the kit, does he fancy it, or does he try and build economy for later? Try and damage that of Biggs, because they have 2 players on low HP. He's going to take his chances. All 3 kills for Nex so far. Nex inside of the site finds a 4th.
Nexa player that's been called out for his drop-off in form in recent years, but this is looking promising for him. A massive round there, taking down 4 players in total, and a round that looked like Big were completely shut down from. They had 4 players from FaZe towards the A side of the map as well. Nico patrolling B, like we said, is buying time, dropping the smokes perfectly, funneling them towards A. They go towards A, they find a pick, and they actually end up back towards the B side. Nico finds yet another frag, and Alu rotating in as well. We thought that's the round done, but Alu, he goes in through ruins, misses that key shot, and opens up the window of opportunity even further for Big. Next picks up the AWP, manages to find a few more, and it's 4-3. I think the money has been broken for FaZe here, and we might just have a game on our hands. I didn't think we would, but pistols across the board for FaZe here. Deagles, P250s, 5 smokes, interesting enough. So they're going to play this like a default. They are a very good pistol side, especially with the Desert Eagles. So body armor for Nico. Here's the statistics of the 2 in-game leaders for now. God B actually leading the charge in that respect. 5 kills for him, 2 for Carrigan. And so going to round number 8. Scoreline is 4-3 in favour of FaZe. Kiev on the AWP. Not really much FaZe can do with this, but they have got the smoke, so maybe we'll see something interesting come out.
Molotov flash. Double nade, Nico. Thankfully is forward of it. Has armor as well, so could have been very costly. It turns out not to be. Kiev looks for a few shots as they advance. Namely Nex. Double stack position over toward... Oh, look at those bullet holes. They're trying to wall it, but no one on the other side of it. Ryan and Keo double stack over toward the quad side, but it's all on B, at least early on. Bomb is intentionally dropped. The top of the T stairs, and Tabson and Legia backing out of Boiler, if anything. Should go back to grab that. They've at least pushed the CTs back inside of the B side. I think that's going to encourage them to go for an execution. Do they go for the same one again, though? That's the question. Well, and if they do, have they even figured out how to counter it? It hit them so fast last time. It will be the deep smoke. Second one in front. It is the same tactic. Wall is there. Yeah. This time, however, there's a smoke in front of them, and on the inside of said smoke, it's Kerrigan that waits, or is it the fake? It's the fake off of the same strategy against the pistols. They're already rotating as well. No contact. They can't be overconfident in that rotation. To go back, Keo will confirm they are still walking toward A, and Alu gets back through library as quick as he can. Should be ready for it, and just barely gets the last bullet in before he goes around the corner, but still problems. Keo drops the ball, 14 seconds. They've got to get the plant and thankfully find Rain in the corner. Yeah, that should be it at this point. Quite an exciting process there for FaZe, following them to where they wanted them to go, towards that A side, where they had players waiting, but the rotation's a little bit off there at that stage. FaZe didn't really have much to work with. The smokes were good. You can see what they're trying to do with that, but ultimately only finds them 1 kill. Tamsin with 3 in total, and now we tie things up 4-4 on the T side, and money starting to get stronger for FaZe once again. They can bring out a double AWP if they wanted to, which indeed comes out. Nico with that secondary AWP. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't think Nico looks particularly hot on this map with the AWP, but we'll see whether he can step up here. It might make sense in that regard because he can actually go a bit more aggressive. The AWP being boosted up on the wall position perhaps, and they don't have to be as passive. He can try and hunt for those first frags, but I'm sure Big will be anticipating this at some point. Everyone knows that FaZe do like this setup. As we go to round number 9, we're all tied up 4-4. Alu and Rain cover the top of middle. Nico, Kerrigan, Kiyoshima with a deep smoke from Keo. Started off in Banana, he rotates back around. Tapson's going to have to leave a damage deposit in the apartments because he's put a few holes in the wall. He'll get ready for a smoke that goes over to the arch side. Quickly thrown. Bounces for a while, so it actually has a late bloom, which gives them time to get set up at the top of middle and join him as he walks out from Boiler. So that's actually quite clever in its timing. Get your money's worth for it. Safe position to throw it from as well. Takes the AWP out of the round. 1 minute remaining. As we said though, the AWP of Nico. Patrolling Banana once again. That's what he wanted to do. He wants to be actively hunting for frags here. Getting information for his team. 4 CT players on the A side of the map. Another execution presumably coming in at stage. Smoke's starting to line up now. Legia throws it towards the pit side, and that could be the fake. It's up to Nico now to step up as Kiev's coming back to challenge. It's frustratingly slow. Yeah. FaZe to play against Big. Trying every tactic, every gimmick in the book, but all they need is a few rounds. They've gotten 4 already. They are going to walk it too slow, I'm afraid, for Kiev to peek off Nico. Easy shot in the end, and that will definitely confirm they go toward a 19 seconds again on entry. Gobby, he's boarding Kiyoshima because it's still over the edge of the balcony as well as gone behind it. There's nowhere to play inside the pit, and yet Kyo finds a small angle of opportunity. See, and Alu combined for kills, and they have to save. They have to back off. They couldn't get in fast enough to go for the plant, so this time FaZe win it, but 2 guns kept alive.
Yeah, as Intel picked up the big at this point. Sure, FaZe win the round, but it was a good adjustment for them. He said the orb could be promising. If Nico's there, more confident to challenge towards these steps of the AWP on that wall position as well. Took down Keeve. They didn't really have the time to work with there to push Nico back. He can actually keep his 4 teammates at the A-bomb site. Good crossfires there. This was too easy, though. You can see Keeve such a slow face. He needs to either flashbang over, then take the challenge, push Nico back, but you can see sees very comfortable that round, but big, still plenty of money as we go into round number 10. You're going to see a faster play towards Banana this time. Going to shut down the orb. Nico's going to challenge the flashed off. Nades in front of him. How does he hit that? My God.
It's quite impressive and quite quick through the edge of the wall. It's on to tabs. Even the AWP tabs and checks the hallway to confirm it's clear before setting any nades. Guess there's anyone close by who pops around the corner where the pin's pulled. Plug on the dam because they'll flood out. Rain is going to flood back in. He gets 3. It's Kiyoshima that has to watch for the next as Legia batters back to 19 HP. As he heads in around toward the hay bale. Bomb still dropped outside of Boiler. They left that there in all of the exchange, so they have to be a little bit careful and cautious of how they go back to find it. As Nex does battle against Alan, forces him off the corner. It means Legia should be exactly that, expecting him to go toward the site. It's a perfect play off the team. And therefore, Bomb is picked up as they wrap back around to double on quad. It's Kerrigan next in line. Nico's still slow to follow up on the rotation. AWP as well for him. So Kerrigan has it all to do. Check it. Too loud. Low HP. Goes down. Next. Gonna Molotov. Doesn't hold for plant. Wants to force him out to the right, which he does, and follows it up. Needs to get the plant quickly. Kerrigan's gonna be so close on top of him. But he may get the kill. He may find Kerrigan and does next. What an incredible reaction time to take down Nico.
Oh my goodness. It doesn't get much closer than that. Nex It was the two names we haven't come to expect to deliver rounds from Big. Legia, 3 in total there. It seemed like consolation frags after Rain. This amazing performance towards quad. It was so perfect, so precise, calm as well. Drops the bomb, and it's a 5-on-2 at this point, Matt. And Legia, of all the players on this team, is the one to step up and find 3 kills in return. Comes down to the 1v1 eventually. Next there, using the Molotov to perfection in the pit, gets Karrigan out of position, and somehow wins the round. Nico handles that shot the MVP, like we said, gets the kill in return. 6-5. We continue the action here as Next finds yet another frag takes on Karrigan once again, this time with fire, and it's a 5-on-4. They want a little bit more as Next keeps pushing up. Nico low HP as well, lucky to stay alive.
Meanwhile, Next goes back up to the top of Banana this time. Oh, Alloy spotted the jump. If he fires in now. Dear God, call the ambulance. Good shot from Keeve. Gets him down. He goes for the peek anyway. Gets position on him. Nico makes up for 1. Switches to the Deagle, but taken out by Next on the headshot entry. Which means bomb planted and a save coming in already. M4s are backing off. This is another round. 6-6. Bigger definitely hanging in there.
Yeah, absolutely. They're looking impressive here on Inferno, I have to say. Getting some big clutches in there as well, not just relying on the set pieces, the fast plays, the great calls, just actually having some of the names you haven't expected so far. Like Next, Legia actually finding them really important impact frags. Round number 12 will be going in favor of Big. They'll tie things up at 6-6. Kiyoshima and Rain trying to hold on to their weaponry, and that's a really important deal, actually. The fact is, they lose these weapons. They're going to be eco next round for sure. They only get $1,400, or $1,900, I should say, after this round. 2-4 saves, still not enough to buy, but at least there's something to work with there. Rain and Kiyoshima towards the A side of the map. They are being hunted right now. They look safe to me. I don't think they'll go down, but just getting 1 frag in this situation would be very beneficial for Big. There it is. Tap takes it down.
Absolutely, as Keo waits. Shots from Legia. Got it after the round as well.
Amazing. Well, there you have it. 6-6. As we enter round number 13. Pretty harsh reset for FaZe. Big are going to take the lead here, Matt. It's going to have to be an eco. Not really much FaZe can do about this one. Lots of money available. The big names starting to turn up, and here we go. Keeve up against Alu here. This is the first shot. Great work. This is turning to be a very exciting game. An old classic tactic here. Rush down middle on the eco, and it works out for now. Got beat off. The number of shots just yet. Rain trying to get the reflex well. Might get a bit more, but Next and Tabson going to town, especially Tabson. He finds 2 frags and the 3rd. Clinical stuff with the Glock to finish things off. There it is, 7-6. Got a bit dicey with the damage inflicted, a couple of players dropping, but overall, pretty comfortable. Going to round number 14 map. And what was working so well for FaZe was that double orb setup. That's no longer available. After getting shut down a couple of rounds in a row, taking some ecos now. They get the 5 and 4s out, 1 kit. Karrigan no utility apart from 1 smoke. And of course, Alu no orb for an eco either. So this is where they were struggling in the early stages, losing to the tactic play of Big. The executions, they couldn't hold him off. So is this Big actually winning the half on the T side of Inferno against FaZe? That'd be something pretty epic, I think.
Same nade for Tabson that bounces quite a few times before it drops in front of the cubby. See the shadow of it. Off 2 roofs and then 3 bounces. 4 if you want to be really technical in the last one. And then they bust in. Good flash. Cubby's able to take down Keo. Rain's able to follow it up though from in the sight. Tabson and Legia are found before Next can do anything of it. Rain knows there's one more in there in the pit, but needs to be in a better position. Knows the Molotov's coming in, so he gets on the outside of the inner box. Can't do anything from the position. It's on to Karrigan. Oh, takes the shoulder of Nico. Does Next as he walks in, takes the head clean off of Karrigan. Nico, they know he's inside of the moto position. The little cubby with the small gap, a sliver of a gap. Take the fight, AWP. No, wait.
map, surely as well. That should be round. Tamsin commits at this point, they can do it, but they haven't really capitalized at this point. I think if you're going to do this, you need to be going in straight away. 25 seconds, still have the advantage, of course, but allowing Alu to rotate back in towards the library. Smoke towards Arch, being very slow and precise about this one. It's up to Ray now to rotate towards the A site and try and defend. He's got the Famas in hand.
Smokes go down in front of the library. Alu with an A is able to collect before he's walked off, and it's Rain. Not found inside of the site, able to walk out with a pistol to close it off. 8-7, but it's Big that leads the way at half.
I think that was a bit of a missed call there from Big to finish things off. The fact you get 2 kills but done like that, either fully commit and get in there. That was the worst of both worlds, really. Yeah, sure, they dropped the smoke. That's amazing. Oh, you've done the sickest fake of all time there. You can actually go back towards A. They have to take the bait. They have no grounds not to. But the fact of the matter is they were so apprehensive to actually get in towards the A side. They were so slow about it. Did you see how much time FaZe had to rotate back in, allow Alex to get in position, nade one of them, get Rain back on the bomb site? One or the other. You've killed to a beat, just get in there or fall back and do the exact opposite quickly, though. That's the key thing you need to remember. But still, you're absolutely right. That's not taking away from Big. They've won the half against FaZe on Inferno. That's a very difficult thing to do on the T side. They now move over to the arguably easier side, CT. They win the pistol. This could be another underdog story in a major. We'll see what happens there. We'll go into the buy for FaZe Clan. No Superman purchases. Carrigan purchases up with the smoke grenade and flashbangs. No armor for him. His 4 teammates, though. What's that armor? But look at this play coming in. Very aggressive stuff in the CTs. Pushing down towards middle. Keep to go first. Finding Carrigan. Takes him down with all the utility expended. And it's going to be taps in the light up. 3 of them! My God, this guy's good. 4 on 2 now. Kiyoshima and Rain to recover.
Rain, top of Banana, wondering what just happened. We had Banana covered off, bombs down. He won't even get a chance to go back forward as Legia gets the kill onto him. Kiyoshima trying to get shots. Zevez, the coach of Dignitas, called Big to win this game, by the way, in his daily predictions. He also picked Immortals to win their game at the end of the day against, I believe, Astralis, who they play.
That's right, yeah.
So
9:30.
Yeah, so he's called for that upset as well.
This is amazing. That's quite the maverick round coming in there from Big. The fact they're pushing down 3 players at the start as well. FaZe, that's just not common. That's not a usual pistol whatsoever. CTs normally hold deep lines and crossfires in B, 3 towards the A side, allowing mid control to come in. They rush down middle. You could see they weren't ready for that whatsoever. Keeve misses the first shot, sure, but taps in. This is the play that really mattered. They're lined up for him, but that's perfect. He'll take that all day long. Gets the bomb dropped, takes all 3 kills, and as I said, this guy really is something spectacular in CSGO. Kiyoshima is laughing about it. Doesn't seem to mind too much. I guess sometimes, Matt, if you don't laugh, you'll cry.
It's true. That's what I tell myself every time.
Every morning?
Every morning.
Just don't cry.
Make fun of myself, and then I won't cry about my situation.
Do not cry. Well,
don't let Moses see you crying. He's a bully.
Can't argue with that. Round number 17. Force buy from FaZe, of course, with bomb going down. Very good at the pistols. Up against an SK style buy from Big. The MP9, 4 UMPs. It's Keeve to make that SMG work with the first encounter of Rain. 5 and 4. Nico going down to 45 HP as well. Doesn't look like FaZe can really do much about this. With Tamsin on this flank as well. Should get at least 1 frag here. There's 1. Second, presumably as well. That's a nice shot.
Yeah, well, it's actually quite a nice shot as Nico goes down. It's Kiyoshima and Kerrigan. Kyo again. That's our another duo for the mixed team.
Yep.
So Nex is able to take out Kerrigan. Yeah, that's right. Got B. Does bar Kiyoshima's head and then calls for Keeve to wrap him behind. So the SMG is getting a number of kills. Well, all the kills, because that's all the guns they have, Henry. If you want to be particular, there were no rifles. So
true.
10-7 for Big, but money gained is more the point.
Absolutely.
No one going down either, so stick with the SMGs for 1 more while they're up against pistols.
Oh yeah, for sure. So 4 UMPs, the MP9 has to be a fully geared from FaZe. Again, 1 flashbang, probably rush banana, flash the corner. Hope to get a trade. I don't think anything's been purchased whatsoever. It's $200 on the flash, that's it. So FaZe looking to the future here. And this could be Big with a really interesting decision in the first gun round. They're going to be going aggressive here. Probably not that worried about dropping frags. They're probably rather upgraded some rifles in the round. Tabson, though, he does not care whatsoever. 3 more kills for him. Godby chiming in as well.
Farming.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. So do they bring any rifles here? I would say, considering the situation of being best of 1, certainly upgrade. Okay, so yeah, the AWP comes out for Keep instead of the MP9. That makes sense. The 4 UMPs, not so much as a risk. I think that's a nice kind of counter. Like, let's balance things out, get more firepower with the AWP, and keep the UMPs up. The MP9 pretty useless against a fully bought terrorist side, but...
Keeve, unfortunately, though, given that they're going to have an AWP for Ali, like you say, and then the AKs, doesn't have the best spawn for mid, and I think he wants to get the shot knowing that he's the only full gun. Okay, good to see him stand off and just cover top mid.
Yeah, this is huge for Big right now. They can actually... Ooh, Tabson got hit through the wall there, just to note. If they can hold this round off with the UMPs and the AWP, they probably win this game. This is a chance for them to keep an amazing amount of cash and win a round of SMGs up against a pretty ill-equipped FaZe. You see Alu, no head armor. Against those UMPs, that's a massive issue.
You go back to look at the smoke at B.
Throwing smoke with fire. Smoke.
It's probably well timed that he put the smoke down when he did, Tabson, because no sooner did he do that than the Molotov came in and gave him a chance to run away, and Nico expects that he may have gone to the other corner but can't commit to pushing through the smoke. It would be blind and foolish at this point.
Smoke.
1 minute remaining. Mid-control gathered, at least for now. CT's falling back, allowing it to go in control of FaZe. Not really clear where they'll finish up yet. They do have a chance to go towards Bananas with the bombs heading as well. 2 smokes to work with, 1 for Coffins, 1 for Spawn, but Keeve there with the AWP, the key player in the situation. He finds his first frag, which he cannot. He has a chance to slow them down, but that's a good incendiary. Might buy him some time as Tabson's dropped to the other side of the map. This is a banana split. Keeve to try and find the next shot.
Keeve, good follow-up. Falls back as well. Kerrigan mid. Pushed by Legia. B goes down to Kerrigan in doing so. Watch for Keeve inside of the site now as well, because they go in slowly. It's too slowly. Alu follows up with the AWP, but he gets 2. And does he have time? They're going to push through. They looked the wrong side. Legia looked over to Orange's 1 rather than toward the default position. He's low on HP. Alu doesn't know it stays to the AWP, and it's bot time for his teammate to rotate around. So Nex joins inside of the site.
Defuse.
And Alu's going to rotate all the way around. Nex still trying to hold him off of the defuse. You're right. You called it. He's got the first shot, but it's too late. Full 5 seconds had gone by.
Yeah, there it is. Big stepping up once again. It was Keeve. I said he had to go big. I need to stop using that word. That really is quite annoying.
It's their fault, not yours.
Yeah, I'm trying my best there. Maybe I need to increase my vocabulary, who knows. But yeah, Alu doing what he can there towards the end, but as Keeve had already done the hard work, finds that initial kill, was actively challenging as well, knew he had to find some impressive numbers there, and unfortunately for Alu, decent attempt there, but residual utility for the big side. When they could smoke the bomb, he was in ruins the AWP. As soon as he misses that first shot, he's done for. The full defuse almost certainly going to be coming in. The CT player defending the diffuser can just be the human shield. Going to round number 20. The scoreline now, 12 rounds. FaZe is 7. They're going to be buying into this round. Alu stayed the AWP, so it's not a full commitment in terms of the full investment. They've got maximum save loss bonus next round. So they go for Tech9's, Deagles, and of course the saved AWP. 15 kills for Alu, just to note as well. Have a look at the names that potentially haven't really arrived. Kiyoshima 6 and 12. Carrigan 7 and 14. But Nico and Rain having decent games, to be fair. So, not like everything's going horribly wrong. But Big just presenting a very good game so far. The whole team's performing. And that's exactly what you need to take down a fit team like FaZe, I have to say. 12-7. Looking likely to be 13.
Flashbang. Deploying flashbang.
Alu. I've done that before, the Alu. That's a classic line. But nearly times the shot well when they cross back over. Would have been a much needed kill. Interesting bounce off the top of the fence. It's going to give Nico some room against the wall. Good shot from Alu onto Legia, though. That one will certainly help. And Nico rushes forward, wastes no time. Just grabs the AK.
Yeah.
High risk, high reward, though.
Well, that's an opening pick they desperately needed. 5 and 4 now. Still with smokes and flashbangs to work with. Looks like they end up towards the B side of the map. That's where Nex and indeed Tabson are waiting. That's the main problem. Tabson playing like an absolute monster right now. Bomb not fully committing. They still have time to work with it. Trying to bait out any CT utility. That's one of the final smokes, I believe. Yeah. Oh, okay. Next door has one. He's in CT spawn as well. So you can buy him some more time if required. And he's going to have that in hand right now, waiting for the call from his teammate, get that gut feeling. That's when he should deploy it. Ideally, about the 30-second mark. Was it maybe a little bit too early? and this will be the final play from FaZe. Probably can't afford to go back towards the A side at this point. Good nade damage coming in. Next, and Tabson to defend. Oh, the incendiary as well. This is pretty rough. Perfect from Nex.
It's the right time. Perfect. After the smoke dissolves. CT covered off. 7 seconds gone. They rush in. Taps to waste an emo. Good time on the peak. Good damage. Lining up for it, making it a lot easier as well as he goes to the pistol and a crossfire established. 13 rounds for Big. No terrorist rounds won yet by FaZe as 5 have gone by in the way of the CTs.
That's how you play those situations from Big there. Utilizing your grenades you have perfectly. Buying yourself some time. Teammates ready and waiting. They're playing off each other. One in CT spawn, one on the bomb site. Smokes down when there's 20 seconds remaining. Drop an incendiary as well. Makes it comfortable for FaZe. Someone has to push through the fire. Someone has to try and get a smoke out and extinguish it. They go through. Tabs and lined up at emo as well, rotating from CT spawn. It's just a beautiful play there. Really, really nice stuff as well. Next, actually delivering a great performance here against FaZe. Round of 21. It's 13-7 in favor of Big. Do have a full buy for FaZe. The previous round was just a partial one with a saved orb as well. They got the opening pick, but that's pretty much all they got. Look at Tabson towards the logs position as well. Wants to keep getting in their grills and shutting them down. Base in by Lagia, who's just jumping up with the flashbang as well. Wants to spot one player, flash down, allow Tabson to potentially get 2 or 3 kills in that spot. It's a nice little setup. It's a risky player. We'll see if it works out for them. There's a flash. Tabson faces. Doesn't get anything for it just yet, but Nico seems to think something's going on.
Can think all he likes. Got to find the shots. Does do slight and minor damage onto Lagia.
Yeah.
Caught his shin bone maybe. Next gets rained. Nico does wait for the push through. A little bit aggressive from Tabson.
Wasn't required, was it?
Not at all. Didn't need to happen. They had control already. Gives a man back, which means that they take down Kiev fast enough jumping through. They could open up toward Banana. Kerrigan's got the bomb. He's going to race against Kiev. And he does have a smoke to cover off CT, which he needs to just throw on the way through. Have to. Forces Kiev to go around toward Ruins. Kerrigan's going to go for the fast plant. His teammate, Kiyoshima, already makes it to Banana. So they have a post-plant setup on this as well. And this all comes off the back of Tabson getting too aggressive flash in. Kerrigan, speaking of aggression, nearly gets away with another, but Nex is able to respond. A Molotov goes down on the bomb early for Kyo so he can check behind him. He's done so, but he may actually get caught off by checking it because as soon as he does, that's exactly when Godby came around the corner, so the timing is off. Nex takes down Kyo. Bomb, is it going to be defused?
Yeah. Loads of time.
Okay, I thought I saw 10 seconds on it, but yeah, there is loads of time either way, so they'll get away with it.
Well, a timeout game for FaZe at this stage as well, and well recovered from Big there. I thought that round was going to be a bit of a blunder, considering they got the first 2 picks, and Tabson runs through the smoke for no real reason. Left Lagia in a tight situation. Luckily, he gets 1 kill there, but comes down to the 1 versus 3 situation. Kiyoshima, like he said, Molotov on the bomb to buy him some more time. Needs to actively hunt for frags there. Can't get them. Well pincered by Big. Very well disciplined and managed to make the scoreline 14-7. Maximum loss bonus, and the bomb means they can fully buy.
The only reason I asked is Kiev was the one player without a kit and starts with K, Kusta.
Okay,
I was a little worried there for a second.
Yeah, that was rough, wasn't it?
Poor guy. Just can't catch a break.
Really hate to see that.
You gotta ask Moses about that one, because isn't he Kusta's personal trainer?
He is life coach, I believe he calls himself.
That's right, life coach.
Yeah. But, yeah. Shout out to him. Commiserations. You do pretty do.
That was rough.
Anyway, we'll get into round number 22. And this was the pause for FaZe Clan. They do not have the AWP available. Not a big deal on the T side of Inferno, of course, but Big now in touching distance in a Swiss format where they've seemed to thrive recently, looking like they're going to take this map against FaZe. And that would be such a massive result. Amazing for them. Like, I don't think anyone saw this. It's a challenging team to come and take down one of the world's very best. And
Apparently saw it.
Apparently.
They are a tactical mastermind. That's the thing. They could easily catch you off. Again, Swiss system. FaZe will, if they don't win this, if they don't come back, go down 0-1. Big still have a large job ahead of them, to be honest, if they're going to make a playoff. But it's not from the realm of possibility that we get 2 or 3 challenging teams in, especially with G2 as a challenging team. Cloud9, now they played in Cologne. Tabson, how he's playing right now for Big as he goes aggressive. Nico and Alu stand no chance. Double headshot.
So sick. You see the teamwork as well. He's getting set up by his teammates. And Kiev, he's not slowing down either. Another AWP shot lands. Takes down Kerrigan. 5-on-2 now. Big almost certainly going to make it to match point. Who would have thought? To the Kiyoshima and Rain, though. Still a deadly duo. Haven't really arrived too much in this game as of yet. 50 seconds remaining towards quad. They need to find some kills here. Still have a chance.
Good shot, Kiev. They know exactly where the last player is, and Legia is going to find Rain. It's 15 rounds for Big and only 7 for FaZe Clan. Not a single T-side round picked up. That's not good enough, I'm afraid.
It's not, but Big, very good indeed. Towards Banana, just keep applying the pressure. A lot of teams, especially from this tier, Counter-Strike tier 2/tier 3 almost, they would be panicking this stage. They'd think, okay, the aggressive stuff's worked so far. Let's make sure we don't lose this game. Let's just hold back. Don't give anything away. Don't make any risks. Tabster doesn't care about that. He wants to get in the grills and show he can be the most deadly player on the server right now. And he manages to get that amazing spray down there. Shuts down FaZe with a flashbang from his teammate. And we'll see whether they can continue it as we go into potentially the final round here. 2 UMPs, a Tech 9, a couple of AKs. That's all that separates Big from winning their first game in the major.
Good shot. God tries to transfer it immediately to catch Rain. Kiyoshima's already in the hallway, so as he tries to retreat the other direction, gets caught up, but look at Kiev go.
Wow.
It's Christmas Eve for Kiev as he finds 2, and they've almost got the big day ahead of them. Just 1 round to find 2 kills, Nico and Alu, but they each find a pick, which means we go level until Next finds Alu instead.
But look who it is.
It's all down to one-hit wonder. Nico. Top dog. The buyout to bring him here. This is the major they've been waiting for. He's got to plant and force the issue. They're going to wait. They're going to allow the plant because they can afford to. Kicks on either side, a smoke as well as an incendiary. And speaking of the first one, massive damage. Good shot, Nico. Tabson stuck in a little further than I think he's anticipating, but can't get the shot back yet. It's AK versus AK, but the HP favors Tabson. The shot does not. Good play from Nico.
Just when you think they've done enough, arguably 2 of the most skilled players at this major. That was great standoff there. Tabson and Nico going at it there. Molotov was good as well. That was a 2v1 situation, but it's Nico, of course it is, to keep FaZe Clan alive, at least for now. We're going to round number 24. That's the first round they've posted here in the second half, man, the T side. UMPs and Galil still wasn't a convincing round, of course. 1 player surviving. They do manage to bring the AWP out, but 7 rounds in a row now required from FaZe. Is that the lifeline they needed to get themselves back into this game? We'll find out. As we're into round number 24 here, 15-8. Default round from FaZe. Felt like that was it. With Kiev hitting those AWP shots as well. Surely that was the end, but still a few more twists and turns, it seems.
Flashbang. I am throwing a flashbang.
Tabson, same spot we saw him get to last time from the half wall. I think Alu spotted him on the last jump. I think he's spotted in return, though, because the smoke goes down and no further jumps commence. Slightly interesting flash. I think that may have been misthrown. Caught the edge of the top of the doorway. Really just blinds up Kerrigan.
Oh, here we go then. Mid control obtained by FaZe. Damage done to Alu. That's about all I've got to report so far. The bomb's still down in middle, but interestingly, Nico, the saviour of the previous round, is another thing. They're trying to find a flag. They're showing presence right now. If he can get a kill on this side of the map, his teammates can commit towards the A side. They can go for the banana split still, but it's got to be to find that first frag once again. Did in the previous round, but then instantly shut down. Goes towards the arch. Should find this kill on Next, but he can't do it. 5-on-3 now.
Dancing back and forth on the pillar. 5-on-3 indeed. Another chance. 19 seconds. They've got a number of chances.
This is it.
This could be it. I mean, the thing is the money. If they even lose this one, they're still in a good position, so it's going to be hard pressed. 2 players in, 1 player down, at least pulled back by Kiyoshima. Bomb plant, orange is 1. It's Kyo finds Legia. That gives them the chance to do so. It's got to be done quickly. And Nico is in a problem because he gets caught on top of Banana. That leaves Kyo in the corner. Keith gets both, and it's the win for Big. They'll go 1-0 against FaZe Clan.
Matt, that's unbelievable. If you'd have told me this was the result going into this one, I'd say not a chance. I have no Big, a decent tactical team. They've got interesting strategies, but lacking firepower has always been my problem with them. But not today. Everyone stepped up. Everyone had their rounds. Even Legia and Next had massive moments. Next finishes on 23 kills. He's up there with Tabson. Same frags ratio. Maybe this is the tournament we can see Next have some serious impact for this team. He's been missing for so many years. I feel like 2 years since we've seen him play really decent level of CS, but this was a great performance all round. The T sub was great. Winning the T half against a team like FaZe, 8 rounds with a few blunders chucked in there as well. Their executions were great. The tactics were on point. The adaptations and the change of pace as well. It looked fantastic. FaZe stages looked out of their depth. They were having to save with 3 players alive just because they knew they'd been completely shut down by the tactical prowess of Big.
I think one of the best calls is what you mentioned on, I think it was round 5, maybe?
Yeah, exactly.
Pick up the nice wall of smoke inside of, Banana and B in the previous round, and then instantly just rush. Change the pace, no chance to set up for